All right, good morning, everybody. Good morning. It is Tuesday, and of course, this is our sports show, and I am your sportsman. And well, it's a great day to be alive on this Tuesday morning on the Average Sports Show and podcast. And of course, I am that sportsman, and we got a lot to talk about. So let's dive right on in. Okay, first we're going to start off with a little NFL power rankings going in from over three. Let's start with that one. We're starting on number one with the Buffalo Bills at number one. Eagles is at number two. Ooh, this is going number three. It's the Green Bay Packers as well. And they're up four spots to take that number three spot. We got the Ravens down three spots take the number four spot with a 1-1 record. Same thing with Detroit, a 1-1 record, and they're up eight spots to number five. At number six with a 2-0 record, we got the Los Angeles Rams, ranked at six, up seven spots to that ranking. And at number seven, we got the Los Angeles Chargers, up nine spots after a win the other night, just last night on Monday Night Football against the Raiders, an easy 20-9 victory in Oakland. The Chiefs are dropped five spots to eight, with them starting a season 0-2. That's right, 0-2, and it's been since only 2014 since the last time they had an 0-2 start as well. And that also has to do without one of their main guys, and that was Rashee Rice for 4 games with that suspension. So yeah, he's still on the suspension. He has one more. I think this is week 3 we're going into. So he got this weekend, then one more game after that before he's back after that suspension. We also have the Commanders at one down 6 spots to number 9 with their loss to the Packers at home on the road at Green Bay. And yes, if you didn't know this, but Evan Cohen, Michelle Smallman, and Chris Kitty, unsportsmanlike, was at that very game. And of course, they were also at Milwaukee Brewers baseball game. And yes, Michelle Smallman, who is a St. Louis fan, it was her Carlos Hill they were playing, and yes, she threw out a ceremonial first pitch. And yes, her ball bounced. And even though the ball bounced, we don't care. It's just fun. But hey, she did it. But let's see if she can do it again. But do it again and another game. Let me do one in St. Louis for a change. All right, San Francisco Niners are 2-0 at 11. And they have 14 spots to that spot. The Bengals are still at 12. No change there. But there is a change though with the Bronco with the Cincinnati Bengals and quarterback. We know Joe Burrow is out for the next 3 months with tough toe. So if you have him for fantasy, make sure you change that accordingly. The Broncos of Denver are down 11 spots after losing to the Colts 29-28. And with that was a 1-1 season. And Bo Nix is looking all right. The Indianapolis Colts are up 23 spots to number 14. with that 29 or 28 yeah, that I did with just, before I just said a second ago with number 13 with the win 29 28. And I know one guy, I know a crew of guys that are definitely loving that, and that is the crew of the Pat McAfee show. Pat McAfee himself. The Talking Table with Martin Connor and Josh Schmidt, one half of the Hammer, Tom Diggs as well, and of course Devo as well. So yeah, they definitely help you for that. We got the Falcons. I want a 1-1 season, and they beat the Vikings 22-6 just this past Sunday. And this one was a close game. It was pretty close, but not the best for the Vikings. Rather J.G. McCarthy. Okay, now at number 16 with another 0-2 start is the Houston Texans after losing to the Broncos last night, 20-19. That is kind of this is not good for CT Stroud, especially if he wants to win any of the awards coming up for the ESPYs coming up. Okay, now up 18 spots to get the 17th spot. It's 2-0 Arizona Cardinals. And they did that by beating the Panthers 27-22. And yes, Kyler Murray's legs was definitely a part of the Cardinals' offensive approach. They always had to use his legs for that, actually. Not just this game, but every game, a lot of the games that he played, they have used his legs. As we all know, Kyler Murray can't swing it, but he also can run it as well. That's one thing I love about football. Like your quarterbacks can be not just be a quarterback, but they can have can be like an offensive player style runner, like an offensive line tackle, more like the offensive like a wide receiver or a running back style of running. That could really be good for a quarterback to use. We know there's several places have done that in the past, not just in the pro leagues, but also in the college leagues as well. I can think of a couple right off my head. A few of them always are in Alabama. I know. Jalen Hurts, Bryce Young, Tua, even though Tua is not having a good year right now with the Dolphins. See, and of course, it's not a quarterback, but Henry, all that, and there are a lot more of quarterbacks that have done it. Hey, I remember Michael Vick doing it. Michael Vick was a great quarterback, and yes, he had a set of legs for sure. And he used those a lot in his game, playing days. Okay, now the Giants take out the Cowboys at 19 with a 1-1 league with a 1-1 season, and then stayed at number 19 with a win with a 3-point victory over the Giants of 40-37. They were close. The Giants was really close, making a field goal to tie it and to go into overtime, but that kick got shaped to the side. The Minnesota Vikings dropped 13 spots to number 20 with their loss to the Falcons 6-22. And the biggest takeaway from that game actually was that JJ McCarthy has a long way to go. Yes, he does. Even though JJ is in his second year of in his foul, which it is his second year, but technically, to me, and you're probably thinking of this too, this could be his first year playing. So don't forget, last year he didn't even play a one down in the regular season before he went down on injury. And he was out for the entire season last year. So, yes. And that was his rookie year. Not many rookies that were starting rookie quarterbacks that would go down on injury and then rehab it, have the surgery, rehab it, and then come back and be the starter the very next year in year 2. But that is the case with the Vikings with J.G. McCarthy. And I know there were talks about getting Aaron Rodgers. There were talks about, there were a lot of talks about getting Rodgers, but they basically squashed that. And of course, Rodgers says now, he's the Steelers now. We're going to see where they are at in a minute. So let's keep going. And ironically, at number 21 is the Pittsburgh Steelers with a 1-1 record. 2 loss with a loss 31-17. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers still can't score the ball. Let's see here. He had Rodgers was sacked 7 times so far this season, although he has been placed some of his blame on the 4 in the first week alone. He had 4 sacks in week 1 alone on a tight back. The 41-year-old. You see, Rodgers had 2.66 seconds in the 9th. Quickest time to throw among qualified QBs. That's the minimum of 20 passes, actually. So that means that not hanging in the pocket long, we know that for sure. And holding up recent first round picks with the guy Broderick Jones and Trey and Isaiah. All right. Anyway, they will still had to deal with Rodgers and all that drama that he always brings us to the team. And would this be the first year that the Steelers would have a losing season? Every year they had a winning season, but with Rodgers as a quarterback, I am concerned that they may have their first losing season. I don't want that. We know T.J. Watt doing what he does on the defense. But it's not just on him. It's really on Aaron Rodgers on that offensive line. And the front 5. At 22, we get the Raiders after they lost the other night. Just last night in the doubleheader on Monday Night Football. The 20-9 loss with the 21, plummeting 21 spots. Jaguars are at 23, dropping 22 spots with a 1-1 record as well. 27 spots as well for the 27 spots for the Patriots out of New England with the 1-1 record. The Jets are 2-0-2. Right now, Chicago. Both the Jets and the Chiefs both are 0-2 going into week 3. Let's see here. Okay, Justin Fields played one of his best recording. Justin Fields recorded a 8.3 completion percentage, and that was above expected, and a 0% of all target mark per NFL next game gen stats. And then in week 2, his numbers were 41.7 and 63.6%. So let's see how well he does in week 3. But we still need to see if he's going to be able to go. Let's see if he's going to be medically clear, because he is going through the concussion protocol after suffering a concussion in his past weekend's game. And of course, 26 is another 0-2 start. It's the Chicago Bears. That's right, Jim. Rutledge Bears are 0-2. even though Caleb Williams, even though they got Caleb Williams and the new head coach from a coordinator of the Lions. I'm breaking my head for a minute. Let me pull it up. I know it's Ben. That's right, Ben Johnson. Yeah, Ben. Yeah, the coordinator. Let me see what coordinator it was. Which coordinator was he with the Lions? Because I know he was with the Lions last year when the Lions were just one game or so away from going to a Super Bowl. But, yeah, all right. Yeah, Ben Johnson was the offensive coordinator for the Lions going into before leaving and going to the Bears as well. At 27, Tennessee, another 0-2 team. So yeah, we got several teams that are a good number of teams that are 0-2. But the biggest one for me is of all the teams that are 0-2 is the Kansas City Chiefs. Is before I finish, you'll see what I want to say this. The rest of it, Miami Dolphins, same thing. Losing to the Patriots 32-27. It was 30-19 for the Rams at 27 for that game against the Rams. 29, the Giants also went down 0-2 with Russell Wilson as the quarterback. I won't be shocked if Russell Wilson gets benched soon and they put in Jackson Dart. They drafted him for a reason. And I see about getting close to time to putting him in and benching Russell Wilson. Okay, with the Cleveland's loss to the Ravens, 41-17 last week, they had jumped 29 spots to number 30 with their 0-2 start as well. Same for the Carolina Panthers, dropping one spot with the 0-2 as well for the Carolina Panthers, and then the Saints as well at 32, and they are staying at 32. I'll be shocked if they got 32 all season long. And that's my prediction that the New Orleans Saints will be number 32 all season long, from game 1 to game 18. They would not move much at all and have very little wiggle room, very little to no wiggle room whatsoever. Okay. You just stretch it out. Nice. Drinking my ice pop prime. Yes, I love my prime. I got the ice pop today. I will get some of the new flavors, and I think got a lot of flavors, and I do love my prime. Hey, and even Logan Paul is the man because he is the guy that he and my nephew Logan are the two guys that got me into prime. My nephew first, then Logan. So here you go. Here's to prime, my prime break. Oh yeah, very icy and poppy. Hey, I need to rehydrate myself because I need to keep my mouth nice and moist so I can be able to talk to you here on the Alex Bullshit. Okay. Don't forget this Saturday will be WWE exclusive and the first ever WWE WrestlePalooza this Saturday on the 20th at 7 Eastern. And yes, if you did not watch Sportsmanlike this morning with Evan Cohen, Michelle Smart, and Chris Senti, make sure you do rewatch that back. as well. Yes, they had. They were talking about the WWE, and yes, he has Seth freaking Rollins on as well. And this is supposed to be that I'm looking forward to or watching this. The mixed match, AJ Lee and his CM Punk and her husband AJ Lee and her wife CM Punk and his wife AJ Lee, and Seth freaking Rollins versus his wife Becky Lynch as well. In a mixed match, which means they both can go at it either way. I just hope they don't have a fight with each other and turn on each other as well. So yes, and with Westapalooza, and don't forget, this was originally would have been a year ago. Just it would have been 1 year from this, where they decided to move it up to this year and have this Westapalooza. And I see Westapalooza being the next part of the next era. It's kind of like be the modern day WrestleMania. I remember, let me see when the first one was. WrestleMania. I'm just trying to make sure I get the spelling this right. Sorry about that. Here we go. And yes, WrestleMania 1 was 1985. 85. So 85, 95, 5, 15, 25. It's been 40 years. Exactly to this very year. 40 years from this year since WrestleMania first started. And fast forward that from 85 to now, 40 years later, now we got WrestlePalooza. Which I think this will be definitely will be the modern day version of WrestleMania. I remember watching WrestleMania, and yes, maybe not the first one because I was pretty little all the time myself as a child, but I do remember watching them. And yes, the first match, the match between Mr. T and Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 1. They had a special guest referee, and yes, that special guest referee was the one and only Muhammad Ali. And Hulk Hogan got the pin for the win. And WrestleMania 1. So yeah, this was really awesome. Mr. T, we all know Mr. T and his catchphrase, I pity the fool. And Hulk Hogan as well. And of course, Hulk Hogan, rest in peace, my brother. This would be as well as Muhammad Ali being a special guest referee. Also, rest in peace as well. But yeah, 25 years, 40 years ago this year was the first ever WrestleMania. And now, about to embark on a new era of wrestling with WrestlePalooza and starts not just with that, but it's also on ESPN. They're part of ESPN now. That's right. If you also watched any of the other shows you had, like Get Up, get up, first talk or not, first take or not. Yes, they are having WWE superstars going around doing promotions for WrestlePalooza. Seth Rollins is one of them as well. And just like Evan Cohen was saying this morning, that Evan Cohen, Chris and Michelle, when we had Seth freaking Rollins on, it brings everyone back to his childhood. And Michelle said that she was still helping Josh becoming a wrestling fan. Now, who knows? One day she might be in a ring herself. I would like to see Michelle Smallman in the ring. And what'd you? Let me know in the comments. Should Michelle Smallman of Unsportsmanlike be in a match with one of the ladies in WWE in an exhibition match? I would love to see that. An exhibition match with Michelle Smallman and the man, Becky Lynch. Yeah, I can definitely see that. Let me know if you like to see that as well. And I will ask that same question tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow morning I will have a special live that I'll be doing for a half hour, a great half hour, with the one and only Evan Cohen of Unsportsmanlike as well. That's right, tomorrow morning at 12 noon Central Time, I will have Evan Cohen on this very show. 1 Eastern. So make sure you check your local time in your area to come on my show, the Average Sports Show, and podcast. And come join me and Evan talking sports and talking about me as well. And my life. Talking about me and my life as well. And yes, and with this is also the best part of this is the new ESPN app, because you can now use the new ESPN app with direct customer streaming services. And it starts the series starting next year, but again, they brought things up this year. They brought up from next year in 26 to this year. And look how it has changed so fast from doing it next year to now. Anyway, WrestlePalooza will be held at the Kingsbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana. And we know what that means. That's right. Pat McAfee should be there, along with the talking tables. Rich Smith, and Foster Garner. And we'll have Heather Hammer as well. And anyway, that is Indianapolis, Indiana. Saturday the 20th. Pre-show coverage will start at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. So make sure you check your local listings and ESPN for the time in your area. And the official event will kick off at 7 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, the pre-show will be 2 hours prior to the kickoff as well. And they will do a post-show coverage as well. And that's one of the things I'm loving about the WWE is watching the post-show and watching the wrestlers speak themselves and afterwards. And then Paul Triple H Levesque comes out and does his thing. Talks about how it went. Talks about the city, the state they were in. They talk about how well the talent was and all that. They were talking about the attendance record and all that and more. So yeah, WrestlePalooza will be an exclusive event available on to ESPN Unlimited plan subscribers on the ESPN app, and apply for the full event will be available shortly after the conclusion of the post show. Fans can catch all the action on the official stream hub. For information on ESPN direct to customer offerings, check out this FAQ and customer care guide. So yes, Netflix subscribers is soon in some countries can also tune into the live on Netflix. International fans can find more streaming information here. So this is great for international. And here's the card that we have for the matches. We have Cody Rhodes taking on Drew McIntyre for the WWE's Undisputed Championship. We got Io Sky and Stephanie, which is Stephanie Vancouver, I think that is, for the Women's WWE World Championship. CM Punk, AJ Lee, Seth Rollins, and Becky Lynch would go at it. Husband and wife versus husband and wife. The Usos and Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed would go at it as well. And I believe there's more. There should be more as well. I will let you. That's what I got. What I see here on my main here for the main card. But yes, this is definitely going to be a lot of fun. And how can fans access more WWE coverage from ESPN? Well, fans can check out the WWE Hub page for breaking news, schedules, and updates as well. So make sure you check out that hub. I will be doing that. I got that app. I got the access, so I will give you. That way I can give you all things WWE and all things sports and everything. So I'll come back to this in a minute. Let's go to, and of course, we got the John Cena's match as well. Because, yeah, we know John Cena got a match. Don't get the match for John Cena and Brock Lesnar. And that's definitely going to be a match for the ages as well. Oh, all right then. All right, we do have some. Yes, we are. I know we got football to talk about. Let's see. So today's Tuesday, and I'll give you the preview of. Let me go to my new and improved ESPN app, and let me give you some games coming up this weekend for college football and NFL. Let's start with the NFL, shall we? Okay, we have starting for Thursday night. We got the Bills and the Dolphins in. We got the Dolphins at Bills at 7:15 on Thursday night on Prime Video as well. And the Bills are favored by 11.5 points. We got the Packers taking on the Browns on Fox at noon, as well as the Cowboys and the Bears also on Fox, but at 3:25. You got the Vikings and the Bengals going at it again also at noon, but that's on CBS. Same thing for the Steelers and the Patriots as well. Same channel, CBS, and time for at noon. Same with the Tennessee and the Colts at noon on CBS, as well as Jaguars and Texans. Can the Texans hold on and not end up going 0-3? Because the last thing you want to do is go 0-3 in the beginning of the season and then come back. And you'll definitely be struggling for the rest of the season. But that also is a noon on CBS as well. Panthers and the Falcons would go at it in Carolina at noon on Fox. Rams Eagles would go at it at noon as well, at Fox as well. That's going to be a good game. One of these two will have to get a loss. Let's see. Will it be the Eagles or will it be the Rams? I'm going with the Eagles, and I'll take the points. The 3.5 points, according to ESPN Bet. And yes, if you want to place a bet, you have to be 21 years or older. Terms and conditions do apply. Jets and the Buccaneers will go also at noon on Fox, as well as the Raiders and the Commanders. Can the Commanders bounce back from their loss in Green Bay? Let's see what they can do. Okay, we have the Broncos on the Chargers at LA. We got the 5 on CBS. We also have a W5 CBS game as well. That's the same thing on the Seahawks at Seattle. The Niners will host will host the Arizona Cardinals at 3:25. You got the Sunday night game. This is going to be a good one. And yes, one of these teams finally will get a win, but they both are 0-2 going into this game on NBC at 7:20 on Sunday night. That's right, the Sunday night football game. And we all know that Carrie Underwood is getting those vocal cords warmed up and ready. So yeah, that's the only game. And Kansas City is favored by 5.5. I take those points as well with that one, where the Chiefs win, but it'll be pretty close. All right, we got the 1-1 Lions and 1-1 Ravens going out on Monday Night Football next week. 7:15, and it's simulcast on ABC and ESPN, so you can watch it on either station. So check your local ABC stations as well as your ESPN for that game. And Neil in Baltimore is favored by 4.5. I would take the Ravens here, but I'm leaning towards the Lions here. I can see an upset with the Lions. Okay, college football. We're going to look back at week 3 first. Yeah, Alabama did beat Wisconsin at home 38-14. Texas did the same thing, so they both rebounded from their. They both got back into it. Ohio State only pulled it off. Pitt State did too. Florida and LSU. Florida is definitely was giving a one for their money there. All right, before I do the one for the money, I've got to take another twine break. Okay, Oregon takes out Northwestern on the road, 34-14. South Florida finally got their first loss, 12-49. Georgia, Tennessee. That was pretty close, but the Dogs pulled that up by 3 in overtime, 44-41. Notre Dame loses to Texas A&M, 41-40. Vanderbilt beats lowest ranked South Carolina, 31-7. And yes, Georgia Tech also wins on an upset, 24-21 against Clemson, number 12th ranked Clemson. Oklahoma did their business. Ole Miss did theirs, 41-35 against Arkansas. Team with Utah and Wyoming, 41-6. Michigan did the same. Auburn versus South Alabama, same thing, 31-15 for that one. Missouri, 52-10, did that one against Louisiana. Let's go into week 4. Wow, I can't believe how fast this is going for the season. First, we got the Longhorns playing this week, this Saturday night, and that is a simulcast. ESPN Plus, as well as the SEC Network Plus. And then taking on Sam Houston. Oh, that should be an easy game. Okay, this is going to be good, pretty good. So 3-0. Texas Tech will take on the 3-0 Utah. Oops, and that's an 11 a.m. game as well. And I know the Wisconsin Badgers and Maryland would be a 11 o'clock game as well. I know that because I had to work this Saturday morning early for ESPN Radio Madison. Like my hat always says that I wear. This is a different one. My other one is trying to mess up. I gotta get a new one. I'm just borrowing my girlfriend's for now. All right. Anyway, we have Florida taking on Kent State. Probably have Oregon taking on Oregon State. We got Tulane and Ole Miss. Michigan and Nebraska will be going at it. And Nebraska is still yet to have a loss. So if they could get a win against Michigan, which I think they will, they can finally get into the ranks. We have Purdue and Notre Dame going at it, and that's at 2:30, and that's on NBC as well as Peacock. So make sure you get a look at Peacock. Your local NBC stations for that one as well. Time in your area. And of course, Georgia Tech and Temple. Okay, that's that one. We also have South Carolina taking on Missouri on ESPN at 6 p.m. Illinois and Indiana will go at it on 6:30 night on NBC. Vanderbilt will do the same thing on ESPN at 6:30 against Georgia State. LSU is taking on pretty much an easy one on SEC Network at 6:45. SE Louisiana, but that one. We also have a late game at 10 p.m. on Fox. Michigan State taking on USC, and that's why that one's so late because they all will be in California. That game, and it is one I want to bring up, especially two of them: the Florida Miami at 6:30 on ABC, and I believe that's what game day is going to be actually, if I can think if that's correct, which I believe it is, and Alabama and Oklahoma at Oklahoma on ABC at 2:30 as well. Okay, I want to recommend some podcasts here. Actually, that I've been checking out myself. First one is one of my favorite ones of all time. That is Lockdown Bama with Jimmy Steins and Luke Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, always college football with Greg McElroy. The Alabama Football podcast as well. Of course, I had to mention the triple option. I didn't got to give you that one. That was one of the best ones I got. We got Urban Meyer. We got Alabama's own Mark Ingram. And Rob Stone. And of course, I had to give you the European College Football Live. And of course, Unsportsmanlike. Don't forget Unsportsmanlike with Evan, Michelle, and Chris. And of course, I had to also mention the Lockdown Big Ten as well. I haven't heard this one yet, but I know it's a good one. It's Fitz and Wit. Larry Fitz, it's Ryan, and there's Ryan Fitzpatrick, and so we got to think of the other one, but yeah, Ryan Fitzpatrick and Andrew Whitworth. Ryan Fitzpatrick and Andrew Whitworth. And of course, you got to listen to the Dynasty podcast. This episode is going over the game of last week's game with the Badgers as well. And these guys are the hosts. These guys are Trent Richardson, AJ McClain, and Chris Stewart of Alabama. And make sure you do check out Hard Knocks. And of course, when basketball season, you can always check out with Damon Green. You definitely gotta check out the what do you want? What is going wrong? Talk about what do you want to talk about with I'm looking at me, Cody Rhodes, and of course, don't forget. I don't want to lie as well with Kelly Kelsey and of course the Kelsey brothers on the New Heights as well. So those are the podcasts that I recommend you to check out. Man, I do need a drink still. I'm applying because I am giving you a lot of news. Normally I would take commercial break, but I gotta get the right. Me and my friend Jeremy we had to figure that stuff out and get the right equipment with that. But yes, make sure you check all of those out. I am also recommend you check out all the Locked On podcast as well. Locked On SEC. And of course, I definitely gotta recommend you check out the Audrey and Jeremy podcast. Audrey and Jeremy are a couple, and they both have Down syndrome, just like me, my girlfriend killer, as well. Good being. And yes, I also want to recommend y'all to, if you don't have the app, make sure you download the Wisconsin on Demand, the Wisconsin ESPN app as well. You can get all the ESPN Wisconsin shows as well. And of course, don't forget the Mia Kimes podcast, as well as Open Adams, Rick K. Adams, as well. Okay, those are the ones I want to show. Here's another one I want you to check out. It's a calling one. The Bloom Brothers. John with the Bloom Brothers. Make sure you check that one out if you're into calling as well. Make sure you check out the Bloom Brothers if you are into USA calling. So yes, those are the main, all the ones that I recommend for you to check out. Okay, let me see if I can get any other sports. It's just selling out to the hour of 11, and I got a lot out pretty fast. But we do need to talk about the MLB baseball. That's right, we are at the home stretch here of the Major League Baseball season. It's coming to an end. We're almost to the playoffs and the wild card games. Will be beginning soon. Okay, let me give you some games. We got a double hitter game for the Braves and the Nationals. First game is at 12:05 today, which is over an hour from now. A little less than an hour from now on MLB Network for game one. For game two, that's at 5:45 as well. At 5:45, at 6:40, got the White Sox taking on we got Chicago White Sox and taking on the Baltimore as well. We got the Yankees taking on the Twins at 6:40. 6:45, we got the Red Sox will be hosting the Athletics. We got the Rangers and the Astros at 7:10. We got Pirates and the Cubbies at 5:40. We got the Tigers and the Guardians at 5:40. I'll come back to this one in a minute. Blue Jays and the Rays will go at it at 6:35. We got Brewers Angels at home, and yes, the Brewers are only 9 games away. 9 games away. 9 games, 9 wins away from 100 wins. And yes, Marty Brown of Jeremiah Marty did predict that the Brewers would win 100 games. And if they can get 9 wins in the next 12 games, which is how many games we got left, if they get 9 out of 12, the Milwaukee Brewers would have done it. And I know for sure that Marty Brown would be definitely speechless. We got the Royals hosting the Mariners at 6:40. 7:40, we got Rockies hosting the Marlins, D-backs, and the Giants late night. And the game on TBS this time is a late night one. Usually it's a later game, but it's the Dodgers Phillies in at LA at 9:10. So yeah, that was on TBS at 9:10. But we have another game also on TBS, but this one is much later than that one. We got the Padres and the Mets. Padres taking on the Mets in New York, and that's at 6:10. Also on TBS. So we got a doubleheader tonight with Dodgers and the Mets, Padres and the Phillies on TBS. So make sure you check those out tonight. And if you are able to stay up late to watch the second game, if you are trying to, good luck. Stay awake. Okay. And yes, let's see here. And this is going to Triple H, but I know this is a true fact as well. Paul Triple H Levesque. Because with WWE partnering up with ESPN, it's definitely a game changer. It's actually nautical change for sure. I remember when the WWE and the WCW were having a feud. And now look at all the wrestling promotions / WWE and compare it to them, because not like those other ones, the WWE is the only wrestling promotion that would be on ESPN. WWE will be the only wrestling promotion that will be on ESPN, because they are the big deal. I know the others are their thing, but the WWE got it done to get the deal with for the WWE to get involved with the ESPN. And with that, and I work for ESPN Radio Madison, being part of ESPN myself, that means I work with the WWE technically. So yes, I'm a part of the WWE because of the partnership with ESPN and the WWE partnership. With that partnership, I am now part of the WWE, so to speak. With my job with ESPN Radio Madison and my show as well, the Our Sports Show as well. And yes, this Saturday I will do a live pre-show as well as reactions to the matches of the WrestlePalooza. And maybe we have a Palooza day on Saturday as well. Oh, goody. Looks like there was a good turnout at Hulk Hogan's funeral, of course. There would have been a lot there. And we have an announcement for the WWE. That's right. Saudi Arabia will be where WrestleMania 27 will be. 26, 27 WWE WrestleMania will be in Saudi Arabia. So I hope they do that in the morning of there. That way it'll be night here. That way we actually get to watch it and not have to worry about having to be up early in the morning for us just to watch. I don't mind it, but I prefer that. Okay. Let me see here. Oh, right. Let's look at some MLB. We did the powering for the NFL. Let's do that for the MLB, and then we'll do it for the college football. And then eventually we'll wrap it up. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Okay, number one last week. Yes, the Brewers are the first team to clinch a playoff spot in this year's playoff. Number two, the Philadelphia Phillies. The Phillies has also had clinched a spot in the playoffs on this past Sunday against the Dodgers with the win over the Giants. Number three, we got the Blue Jays. We got four of the Cubbies. Five, we got the Tigers. Six, we got the Dodgers. Nice. And then below that, seven, we got the Yankees. That's lower than I thought it would be. I thought they'd be up a little bit in the top five range. But anyway, Seattle Mariners are at 8. I'm doing 12th. The Red Sox went down to 9. At number 10, we got the San Diego Padres dropping one spot. Dropping 10 spots is the Houston Astros. Texas Rangers are up, and they're at number 12 now. New York Giants are down to the number 13 spot. Cleveland Guardians are at 14. You got 15, got the Giants at San Fran. D-backs at 16. Warriors of Kansas City at 17. Mm. 18, we got the Reds of Cincinnati. We got Tampa Bay at 19. Rays, St. Louis at 20. Athletics 21. Miami Marlins 22. Baltimore Orioles 23. 24, we got the LA Angels, and 25 with the Braves. And then the Twins at 26. Pirates at 27. Nationals at 28. 29 is the White Sox, and then 30 with the Rockies. So there are your power rankings for that. Okay, let's look at the NFL trades. Okay, this one is going to the. Yeah, we all do know that there's talk about Tyreek Hill. Possible trade there. This is going to 5 days ago with ESPN. Let me see what I got here. Okay, I'm probably need to skip this for now. I need to keep looking at this. Find more. Yes, we'll try. Let's see here. We got. Let's see. Okay, let me go back to that a bit. All right, this is according to the Bleach report. So there are 7 NFL trades that will be a win-win or trade rumors. Let's see here. Chiefs, Dolphins, and a 26, and a considerable 2026 throw-round pick. Okay, Cowboys Cowboys trade for Greg Newsome II. They get Greg, and they will give the Browns a first round pick in the 2027 third round and fifth round for the 2026 draft. Lions will trade for Joel Bitano, and they would give up him. They'll get him for a wide receiver, Dominic Lovett, and a fourth round pick in next year's draft. 49ers would trade tight end Austin Hooper, and they would get a defensive tackle, Vilno Gross Manos. Titans for offensive tackle Wayne Morris. Basically, will be a running back, Mike Brown, and someone's going to pick in next year's draft. Cowboys would trade for Edge Jalen Phillips. Okay, that'll be a great move, but it's going to cost them a pick in the fourth round on next year's draft, though. Niners, again with the Niners. And that's quarterback Kirk Cousins, and they doesn't can use a quarterback. And that'll be, and for that one, they'll have to give the Falcons Edge, Bryce Huff, and a conditional 26 pick, fifth round pick in the draft. Sorry for what we my eyes, folks. And that's where I have so far, according to a brief report for that. And looks like Tyrese Halliburton will be at the game. Of course, there will definitely will be a lot of people showing up at at WrestlePalooza this Saturday night on the 20th on ESPN. So make sure you keep an eye out. And if you want to go to the Palooza in Indiana, make sure you get your tickets now before they sell out. And witness history in the making of the WWE. Let's see. And I am wondering, I wonder if their entrances for the wrestlers are going to be more elaborate, especially with being on ESPN. I bet they're going to add more to it when it comes to their entrances as they get to the ring before they have the match. Because I bet they will have God Bless America and, of course, the national anthem and whatnot beforehand. But who is singing those two songs? I wonder who. And will there be performances? Will there be? I bet there has been a lot of fan interactions around the Palooza event itself, just like they do with WrestleMania. And like I said, to me, WrestlePalooza is going to be the modern day WrestleMania. Okay, we do have WNBA going on tonight. We got two games on the slate tonight. We got the Fever and the Dream going at it tonight at 6:30 on ESPN. Then at 8:30 and also on ESPN we got the Aces on the Storm as well. And we are getting close out, In fact, it won't be long now. See the blue, okay, line. That's right, we are in September, the ninth month of the year. Which means hockey starts on the 20th. This Saturday there'll be hockey, as well as the Palooza. All right, talking about a great weekend. We have some hockey starting up. We'll have Festapalooza that night. We'll have college football as well, all on the same day. Talking about a fun weekend for sure, a fun Saturday for sure, and of course the weekend as well with the NFL games on Sunday as well. So yes, let's see here. And we're just a month away. One more month. We're just a few weeks away, actually. Like I say, the Saturday's the 20th, so we are exactly 2 weeks away as the NBA will be picking it back up with us with the couple of games in overseas. We got a game in Sao Paulo, 76ers and the Knicks, and the Melbourne game or the Melbourne United to get on the Pelicans on the 2nd of well, that's the 13th, the 2nd. So NBA will be starting up, and of course, men's and women's basketball will be starting up too, as well. Will that be another month, additional month before that will start up? But yes, we'll have everything else coming here. And Joe Bull, and let's talk a little bit about Joe Bull, shall we? Because we know Joe Bull is out 3 months minimum with the tough show. Should the Cincinnati Bengals look for a veteran, or should go with their backup? 'Cause I don't know if their backup is going to be good enough to help them stay in the race, to keep them in the race for a potential playoff coming up next year. Because it's 3 months minimum, and by then we'll be getting closer to the playoffs than we will be in the regular season. It'll be just a couple of games before the regular season, and then boom, right into the playoffs. Because that's basically a majority of the games gone, out due to that total injury and surgery that he has to have. So yes, here we go. Okay, we're almost to the end, everyone. And don't worry, we'll eventually, once I have the technology and whatnot, I'll be able to take commercial breaks. And again, tomorrow afternoon, again, programming note. Alec Cohen, Outlaw Sports Line, will be joining me on my show, on the Spirit Show, tomorrow afternoon at 1 Eastern. So check your time in your area to check that out. And of course, you can also watch back on the replay on X and Facebook and YouTube as well. And I'll post it on Instagram and Instagram as well. That way y'all can check that out and let me know what y'all think. And yes, if you want, yes, and yes, if you wanted to have that new ESPN out and you want that, it's only for a limited time offer. Sign up for the new bundle to get Disney Plus and Hulu on us for 12 months. That's right, you're getting Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN for 12 months for only not $35.99, but for $29.99. So you get either do the $29.99 for just for ESPN, or you do the $29.99 a month for 12 months for all three. And I have this stuff, so you can get shows like Clinton and Friends, First Take. You can Get Up. You can get, even for all of the games that are coming up, you can get, even get the Pat McAfee show, you can get the Rich Eisen show, you can get SEC Now, Sports Centers. And yes, you can have your own, you customize to have your own College Football Live. Always College Football, the podcast. Paul Feinbaum Show, Harry and Freddie and Harry. And much, much more. I'm just glad I have it. Because you got a lot of shows and a lot of. Yes, it even got Elvis Place. You got Stephanie's Place from the WWE. You got the Kingdom. Talking about the Patriots. Actually, no, talking about the Chiefs. Actually, no, right? The Ultimate Fighter. You got the Full Court Press. You got the Fight Life. You got the Fight Life. You got ESPFC. You got the of course the Masters. In the Clutch, you got the Places at University. NFL Primetime, of course. Turning Point. You even watch The Last Dance of or Michael Jordan's Last Dance as well. And of course, you can give the 30 for 30s. As well. You get all even films here. You got I see the 85 Bears, I see the World Title War Eagle, and more. So yes, make sure you have this app. This is gonna be a generational app. This app is gonna change the world in a big way. Yeah, I see the 30 for 30 right here. I see you should. I see FC Storms. Yes, I see the even they have the 30 for 30 shorts as well as the bowling show. We got the running of the running with the wolves as well. Sue's plays as well. Yeah, of course, that's it. Mia Kimes. Mia Kimes. Numbers on the board as well. That's sure I checked out and they're fun. And that's another podcast I also recommend you to check out as well. You're within 25 so minutes away from being done. 25 minutes, give or take. But we also have you break everything down by the sport from WWE, football, NFL, college ball, basketball, NBA, WNBA, baseball, as well as MLB soccer. You got MMA, UFC, motorsports, FSF, Formula One, golf, and of course the PGA Tour hockey. And of course, the NHL, you got all by sport. They got boxing on here. They got cross country, field hockey for you ladies out there, or hockey. They got fishing. They got the Olympics. They got motorsports, of course, rugby, soccer, softball, surfing, tennis, track and field, volleyball, of course, water polo, wrestling. I know what person is gonna love this app. My girlfriend, she's a big volleyball fan. And yeah, there are a whole bunch of leagues on here as well, including the NBA, including the college football and the NCAA football, NFL, whatnot. You got all of them. And you got all the channels from ESPN2, ESPN2, ESPN on ABC, ESPNU, SEC Network, and SEC Network Plus, ACC Network, and ACC, and X Big 12 Conference. You got the ESPN Unlimited, ESPN News, ESPN Plus, and of course, ESPN3, ESPN Pay Per View, ESPN and ESPN Deporte for y'all. And yes, the best thing about this, you can not just watch shows, but you can also watch replays of games. So if you ever miss a game, you can go right in that app, either on your phone, pad, tablet, or laptop, or computer, desktop, or not. You can go right on in that app and you pick the game that you want to rewatch and play on it and just enjoy yourself. And right here, all simple. So for college football, you got ESPN2, you got 10 for 59, you got first take. Then you got a couple of games after that, and then you got get up at 11 a.m. You got some soccer, got Pat McAfee right here, volleyball, and the Mitch Action Show. And then you do all those shows, not just games. And our sportsman like on here as well. With Evan, Kevin, and Michelle. With Evan, Chris, and Michelle, Okay, we're almost to the end. All right. And I can even tell you where to watch. So, like I was, when I was originally doing the games, here's a volleyball match we got on ESPN. Plus, you got Maryland and the Cooper State. Maryland Terrapins versus the Cooper State Eagles. We actually some soccer here, and they also include the Paramount Plus is on here. I see even see BSSN as well. I see FanDuel is a part of this MLB TV, MLB Network, MASN as well. And of course, ESPN, ACC Extras on here. MLB Network, the Marquette Sports Net, and the Sportsnet PIT. So you got all that. And a lot they got the FanDuel on here. And they got all the games on here. And what channels they're on, and the timing is and the in time blocks or not. All right, they also got the ACC Network. Don't forget that. Of course, one of the Sunday night, tonight's game on TBS, you got that as well. So a lot of the games that I mentioned earlier is right here on the ESPN app, all in one. So yes, you can do all that all in one. I gotta get used to doing all in one. I'm used to going to different multiple apps. I need to start doing the one app, the one ESPN now, and that's all I need. So yeah, and I see. So yeah, they got a lot of them, and they break it out by day, and they have a calendar so you can pick and go ahead by a day or by a couple of days. So you know it's on a day or so or more ahead of time. I'm loving this new app. I know I already have it on my phone and my pad. I gotta make sure I get it on my laptop. My friend Jeremy, who is also at his house right now doing making sure I'm doing well as recording me as well, so we can put these out in the archives as well as the podcast side for the audio being stripped. So make sure you check Apple Podcast. Make sure you check the podcast. Where you use podcast, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, and wherever you use your podcast. Make sure you check those. And I will be there. And if you want to recommend me one, let me know in the comments. And of course, don't get my satellite sports shows as well. And see here, you can see here, so you can tap ESPN Watch, ESPN Bet, ESPN Fantasy, and where to watch. You got all that. You got everything here, all at your fingertips as well. And they give you the top events that are going on right now as well on the top. Particular. And they got a feature that can go by the league, so you can go from UFC, baseball, football leagues. You can do all other leagues as well with one tap. As well as the watch options with the channels that I see. And yes, I do see ABC on here. I do see Apple TV Plus on here as well. NBC, yes. Prime Video is here. TNT, Peacock. FS1 is on here. As well, of course, TBS, ESPNU, ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN3, ESPN News, and ESPN Deportes, CBS, Big Ten. Yes, they got all here. All in one, all this one great, beautiful app. Okay, we are about to run out of time. And yes, you have a favorite. So if you want to say something into your favorites, You can do that as well. Okay. Okay, guys, stretch it out. Make sure I'm good to go. Hope everyone is having a great day today so far and joining my show. And I do want the likes. I want comments. I also want retweets, retweeting, whatnot, and of course, comments and likes. And don't forget the clicks as well on, and don't forget the clicks as well on X. So yeah, Andy. Also, if you have questions, you got that too. You can break everything down if you have a question from getting started, billing, access to ESPN content, ESPN future app features. If you have a problem, the NFL Plus Premium, the Disney subscriptions and bundle plans as well. So if there's any question, any question, they are willing to take your question as well. But help you out. All right. Yes, good to go. They break it down. Got the NFL, got MLB here, see MLB, and NCAA, WNBA, NHL, WWE, and then if you tap where it says more sports, they bring it all down. I see the X Games, I see UFL, TG, that's that new technology of golf, tennis, sports, the sports betting, the soccer, the rugby, the international FB and BB, and horse racing, professional wrestling, the WWE stuff. PLL, the Olympics, and NWSL, the men's and women's hoops, and football, not G League, summer leagues, NASCAR, MMA, the Little League World Series is on here. Got horse racing, golf, gaming, F1, cricket, and college sports as well on the more sports tab. So that's what we got. And you know what? We are running out of time right now. I am Sala. I am the sportsman. Enjoy your week. I'll see you tomorrow with Evan Cohen. Until then, I'll see you later. Have a great day, everybody. See you next time.